Manbaby might want to rethink who he's calling a trolling a-hole. I am Mecha, and I, as well as a lot of other people on YouTube, found the Indiana Jones leaks online in the normal places. Please subscribe. YouTube will not send you my content because I don't play sidesies, and I'm not the most controversial thing, but I'm telling you the honest stuff. And sometimes I'm calling out James Manbaby while Rob yells downstairs editing stuff. He's editing into all my beanies, I think. Which is good because all my beanies, I don't have a beanie, but I got a silly hat too. James Manbaby is calling out and slamming, trolling a-hole, really, for spreading false Indiana Jones rumors. Are they? Because I saw that trailer and it looked pretty darn accurate to me, James Manbaby, but I only call you that because you blocked me on Twitter before I ever heard of you. So you clearly heard of me, or who I might have been associated with but never employed by. And is it really an association if you just show up in their chat and say hello every now and then or appear on a stream? I mean, are you really responsible or associated when you're trying to promote your own channel, for crying out? Probably not, but James Manbaby slams the trolling a-holes for spreading false Indiana Jones 5 rumors. Like what? That there's a ticker tape parade and that's gonna be going throughout time, you know, like in the dial of destiny, you're gonna dial back and forth what time in history you want to go to, with Phoebe Waller-Bridge replacing Indiana Jones, and he de-aged himself out of existence by going back in time. Really? The director wants it to make it very clear that nobody's replacing Harrison Ford. No, she's just gonna continue on the series, the franchise. You know, you can't, they're using clever wording here. Alright. When Lucasfilm announced that Harrison Ford would don his iconic bullwhip and fedora one last time in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which we didn't have a title of until the trailer a couple of days ago, fans immediately began to speculate about the future of the Indiana Jones series. Oh, I did that short where I'm like, know your place and stay in your lane. Don't tell me how to know my place and stay in my lane. It's actually pretty funny. Go watch it. Poob. Don't call me Poob. Your name is Poob now. Because Jeff from World Class Bullshitters calls her Poob because it's funny. Fans immediately began to speculate about the future of the Indiana Jones series because of how things were going. It's an educated guess. It's one of those things where you can usually tell, oh, they're going to have a woman replace him because that's the best way to make it different, to make it 25% different. Have a woman, have a diversity, have a something. And we know how these things go. They replaced everybody with Mary Ray Palpatine in the Star Wars movies. She was a conglomerate of, or combination of Luke and Han and the Millennium Falcon itself, for all we know. She kind of was too. Well, speaking of the Millennium Falcon herself, it was Phoebe Waller-Bridge. It was Phoebe Waller. She got did you miss that one? That was a bad thing. When Lucasfilm announced that Harrison Ford would don the iconic bullwhip, fans began to speculate. Few franchises are so synonymous with a single actor, but in the era where no IP is ever truly dead, too bad it should be, many wondered if Disney had plans to pass the baton to Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who plays Indiana Jones' goddaughter in the upcoming film. James Manbaby is sick of speculation, the filmmaker who takes over Steven Spielberg of the Dial of Destiny because Spielberg didn't want to do it. He didn't want to send Indy to his grave. He didn't want to do what James Mangold did with Logan. With the Logan movie, where they just kill off all your old favorites. He wants fans to know that Harrison Ford is irreplaceable. In a reply to a since-deleted tweet from a fan asking if Waller-Bridge would be leading the franchise, Mangold went on a lengthy rant about fans spreading and misinformation about his film. Misinformation? What the hell is it? The 2020 election or something? Misinformation. It's a movie. It's a movie that's going to go through more reshoots and reimaginings and things between now and then just so they can call you a liar. Mark my words, they're gonna have reshoots from now until then that's gonna do something exactly that. To say, see, the leaks on 4chan were wrong.
Right.
Fans want to know if Harrison Ford is irreplaceable. In a reply, He says, one more time, no one is taking over or replacing Indy or donning his hat, nor is he being erased through some contrivance, Mangold wrote. And he never was, not in any cut or script, but trolls will troll. That's how they get their clicks. But you're literally there to kill off the character. You're literally throwing them back in time. And if this all changes between now and the film, it's because the reshoots. It's because we're gonna come in and it's gonna be exactly like Rise of Skywalker. We're gonna hear new rumors about, well, mark my words, we're gonna have a new rumor mill probably in a few days, probably within the week. Definitely before this comes out, exactly like we did Rise of Skywalker, where they redo the whole thing, where we'll have a Bob Iger cut of the movie, we're gonna have a Kathleen Kennedy cut, and we're gonna have a James Mangold cut. And what are they gonna go with? They're gonna go with the Bob Iger cut like they did Rise of Skywalker, where they cut out Matt Smith, where they cut out a lot of... So when it changes, and mark my words, enough of this will... So now we're probably not going to have him erasing himself out of existence. And now we're probably not... We might still, though. We might still. Who knows? He continued, please, don't exhaust me pointing out how once in a while a troll is right. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then. All he has to do is look at set photos and interviews and you get enough to make a wild guess about the movie and plot. And then you released the trailer, and a lot more was confirmed. Mangold went on to explain his main grievance isn't with false information, but with cynical voices trying to monetize fans' outrage over something that isn't even happening. I can't help it if people want to hear more what the people on the internet have to say than your stupid movies. Maybe if you hadn't set up a culture at Lucasfilm for the last 5 years, calling us all racist, sexist, man babies, calling us all, even people like me, calling us all trolls, calling us... He literally calls us... You, James Mangold. James Man Baby. This is why this movie is going to fail, because you cannot close your mouth. It doesn't matter what's in the movie now. It doesn't matter if you change it. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that you have this antagonistic rapport with your audience. That is it in a nutshell. Believe me, I have been there myself, and I don't even make movies. I just yell about movies on the internet, for crying out loud. The difference between trolling a-holes and everyone else is they're trying to make money off your feelings about other films and culture where politics. They try to push controversial guesses coming from sources to gin up clicks. Let's go. First off, if I am doing... I know exactly what they're talking about. I know who they're talking about too, and I'm not going to mention any names on this one. Because, let's face it, when they take shots at one person, they're taking shots at everybody on the internet.
Yep.
If I were to tell you, like a lot of YouTube channels out there, what party to vote for, then you can say that. And yeah, there are a lot of people who went from Star Wars to vote for a conservative party. A lot of people went from Star Wars to Disney's Don't Say Gay bill to vote Republican. And I'm looking at the people who are doing that, and I'm calling that behavior out because I said, wait a minute, when did I become an activist? And I got shunned. I stopped getting the clicks. I said, stop making me an activist when I'm talking about movies. I do not want to push people to vote for one way or another because I don't see how they're gonna fix it. They're not. What happened? Bob Iger came back and he's doubling and tripling down. He said literally he's still going to pander to the social justice causes he believes in, which are the diversity, the inclusion, because guess what? Gay people exist. And I know I'm a lot more left of Republican and right of Democrat out there, and people hate people like me who have reasonable arguments as to why you don't need to vote a certain way, shape, or form to be able to complain about what's going on in these movies. It is lazy. It doesn't even have to push a political agenda to just go and say, well, what are they gonna do? They're gonna have Phoebe Waller-Bridge come in because that's a trend. That's something that gets marketing clicks. That's something that gets impressions. And what did Kathleen Kennedy say? It's all about impressions. It's all about engagement. It's all about the engagement they get on social media. And that's what's going to happen here. This is going to get a ton of engagement because people like me are going to make videos calling out James Man Baby. And we're creating controversy. We're creating buzz. And they're doing exactly the same thing that they did last time. Except they're forgetting one thing. It's easier to pirate these movies than it is to actually watch them. It is going to be far easier. This is why Solo lost money. This exact crap is why Solo lost money, because we had too much bad, too much negative publicity before that. Too much, you're a racist, you're a sexist, you're a troll, you're an asshole. Really? Then f you, James Manbaby. I'm not going to pay for your movie. I'll review it and I'll watch it, but I'm not going to pay for it. And I haven't been for any of these for a very, very long time. If people want to go and say, Mecha, no, I'm not pirating anything. I'm just not paying for them. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. The difference between trolling and a-holes is they're trying to make money off your feelings about the feel. I am just as mad about this as the next guy when I see these things. Because you are not entitled to my money, James Manbaby. Lucasfilm is not entitled to my money because they made a movie that I liked when I was a kid. Alright? Because they made movies and films that I grew up on, like Star Wars and the Indiana Jones movies and all that stuff, does not entitle them to a customer now. They might think it does because we reacted this way, because we did make videos saying, look, when you grow up with these characters, they are your family. But guess what? Unlike my actual family, Lucasfilm isn't taking care of me. Lucasfilm isn't doing anything to benefit me. They're entertaining me, they're babysitting me, that's it. This is a babysitter, that's all this is. Well, it sounds like there's no plans from anyone other than Harrison Ford to lead an Indiana Jones movie. Disney is reportedly developing a TV series that's set in the world, no plot or casting. But it's gonna be probably Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Because it's not going to be Harrison Ford. He's not coming back to it. It's not going to be young Indiana Jones again. No, it's going to be in the line of, in the theme of. It's going to be in the world of, in the universe of. And that probably will be ran and written by Phoebe Waller-Bridge because she's Kathleen Kennedy's favorite for some reason. I don't know. I am Mecha. I'm going back to my live chat. This guy's... Thanks for watching! If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye! Poob. Don't call me Poob! Your name is Poob now.